The Propcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Onyx Fantasy. They're coming to customers. Play just $5 and $100 bonus funds. Use promo code SGPN. And welcome, everyone, to the Propcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Currently Thursday morning, technically midnight Eastern Time on November 13th. A late night episode for the Propcast. Adam, as you can tell, is in a very wall decorated hotel room behind him. But either way, point is he's not going to be available in the morning, so we decided to get the show out tonight. Not many basketball games anyway, but it is what it is. Adam, how's it going with you? How was your trip so far?
I am in Nashville, and it is great. And Nashville's a lot like New Orleans, except there's no vomit.
I would be very careful, though. I heard that Nashville has a lot of predators. See what I did there?
I'm actually right next to
we're making jokes.
We're making jokes.
What is that? That's Bridgestone Arena, I think?
Bridgestone Arena. It's right. It's like right next door to my hotel.
Yeah, nice.
They love Taylor Swift here.
I did hear that. Well, that's how they rival Memphis with Elvis. So they got Taylor Swift. So There you go. All right. Anyway, we're going to get into our 3 props each. A reminder, this is the NBA NHL episode. So the one episode during the week where there is no football. We will be back, of course, for football stuff in about a day or so. So get ready for that. But for basketball and hockey, we have some thoughts on the games taking place for Thursday. Before we get into any of the props, though, a reminder, you can find every episode of every show for SGPN in one convenient feed. Search SGPN on your favorite podcast app, whether it involves Spotify, Apple, either way. Check out SGPN's feed. You can find every episode for every show in one easy location, including the Propcast. So, starting off with the first prop for the show. Adam, I'll let you go first. What's going to be your first prop that you have to give out?
All right, well, I'll kick it off with NBA because there wasn't a ton of NHL that I loved. But I'm going to go with RJ Barrett, 20 points. Toronto is going against Cleveland. Cleveland's defense has not been what they were in years past. So just looking around, and he has, frankly, he's been good lately. He has gone over this. I'm pulling stuff up. You guys gotta. I do not have my monitor that I usually have. But in road games, he's over in 3 of his last 5. He went over against Philly. He's been getting free. He's been getting some free throws. He's been getting to the line. But Cleveland has just not been good in the small forward position. They've actually been getting cooked. Jaime Jaquez cooked them the other night in that triple overtime game. 2 games where Fontecchio has cooked them.
Fontecchio,
whatever he is. Pinocchio. That's how
it's all good. It's all good. Good play.
Yeah, but Corey Crisper cooked them. Kelly Oubre cooked them. Like this is actually, these are all the same types of players that RJ Barrett is, where he just kind of he needs the ball to do it. He needs someone to give it to him to do it, and that's going to be good. So give me RJ Barrett, 20 points. He's also just, generally speaking, he's also done really well against the Cavs. He's over this in 3 straight. I'm gonna go with this with the Cavs. So RJ Barrett, 20 points.
Yeah, so I'm going to stay in the same game, mainly because the other 2 games had no lines up, so I had no choice but to pick the Cavs and Raptors game. For this one, I'm going to go with DeAndre Hunter. I'll take his over 15.5 points at -125. He's been good lately, not to mention the fact that he destroyed Giddey's ankles. He's been scoring a bunch of points. So he's had at least 18 points in 6 of his last 7 games. He's also been good at home. He has scored at least 16 points in 4 straight home games now. We had a bit of a weird game today because the Cavs won despite sitting Mitchell and Garland and Mobley, and I believe Hunter played in that game. So we'll see if they rotate him out. If he does, then it voids. It is what it is. But either way, point is Hunter's been very good. Toronto defensively has been better recently, but at the same point, Hunter has just been very solid so far this season. And when healthy, we know he's a very solid player, averaging 19 points per game this season. I think it's a good spot for him to do some damage, and he had 21 points on Wednesday. I'll pick him to keep rolling, but I think that 15.5 feels a bit low for him. Give me the over. 15.5 points at -125. I think that he'll go for, in my opinion, at least 17 for this game. Anyway,
and a back-to-back for I think it's back-to-back for both. Is it back-to-back for both teams?
No, Toronto played the Nets 2 days ago.
Yes, 2 days ago, yeah. But it's a back-to-back for the Cavs.
It is, and I looked up Hunter's numbers against teams with back-to-backs, and his numbers are fine. So There's no real drop-off. I thought about taking Sam Merrill, actually, for 10.5 points, but I looked at his back-to-back numbers, and they're horrific. So that's kind of what scared me off there. But Hunter's been good in this situation. So give me Hunter to do some damage here in this game. Moving on to your second prop. What do you like?
All right, well, so we're going to move to hockey because, as I always tell everybody, I do okay with NBA, but I'm not an NBA guy. That's what I have you for. Look, we're going to go with Corey Perry, who's as old as I am. Corey Perry for a point on the Los Angeles Kings. He's got them in 8 of his – he's just been on a tear since they moved into the power. They gave him Kuz's spot. And,
he's very good at staying in front of the net and randomly deflecting stuff.
This is not somebody who you want to bet their shots, but if you want to bet their points, he will do exactly that. And he has been pretty good. He's been cooking on that end. He has points in let me just pull this up. He has points in 8 of his last 10. He has points in 5 of his last 6 on the road. We've talked about this. Toronto, not very good right now. In fact, I don't think that they make the playoffs. I don't think this team's getting better. They look terrible defensively. They've been really bad on the penalty kill, which, again, is somewhere where Corey Perry thrives. Right wings have cooked this team. Just David Pastrnak had 3 points. Or Pastrnak. Pasta had that. Jackson Blake had 1. Svechnikov had 1. Like Dylan Gunther had 1. Brian Rust had 1. Like they're just Mitchkov had 1. They're getting killed on the right side here. They're just not playing well. Toronto. Corey Perry has been really, really good. Give me Corey Perry for a point at plus 110.
Yeah, I can get behind that once again. If you want to get a bit more creative, you could in theory target power play points, but he still does some stuff on even strength. But that could be an option if you want to get a bit bolder.
It is. Yeah, you know what? I would sprinkle on that too. It's plus 325, so that's a good call out.
Well, once again, he's too slow to actually move in even strength, so you're kind of just trying to find some angles there. I don't mind the 3x jump basically on price. You want to go for that as well. Anyway, before we get into my second prop for the show, a reminder, they're brought to you by our sponsor, Novig. So once again, check out Novig, the number one prediction market for sports in America. You'll get some great prices, reduced juice by shopping around. I mean, we give out Novig lines all the time on the show, so I recommend checking it out. Available in 35 plus states. Download the app when you do so. Get a nice deal with us. Get $50 when you spend just $5 if use a promo code SGPN. Get the extra Novig promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Fantasy. So if you like on our pick'em entries, chance to win 5,000 times your entry, pick higher or lower on player stats, and you can use different sports. You can mix and match whatever you want, so you can get creative with your entries. Once again, up to 5,000 times your entry. Check it out. New offer for new customers, though. Play just $5 at 100 in bonus funds. Use promo code SGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finish going through the first 3 props that we have for the show. Time to go on into my second prop for the Thursday card. I'm going to go with hockey for this one. I'm going to go with a Sharks player who's been quite good, and I feel like the odds makers haven't adjusted to how aggressive he is with the puck. Give me William Eklund. I'll take his over 2.5 shots at plus 116. He's been very good on the road. He's had at least 3 shots in 5 straight road games. He's had at least 6 shot attempts in 7 of his last 10. And the Flames allow a bunch of shots. A big reason why they're terrible at hockey. Flames are allowing the 10th most shots per game in the league. San Jose, though, has been quite fun. I know Celebrini gets a lot of the headlines, as he should. He's really good. Eklund, though, has been solid. And the fact is, his shot total at plus money for 2.5 when he's gone over in 5 straight road games, and his attempts have been 6+ in 7 of the last 10. I like the matchup. I like the spot. I like how San Jose's playing. Give me Eklund over 1.5 shots at plus 116.
I love this play. This was a play that you and I both said at the same time. I'm on this play. I like this play as well.
Yeah. So once again, we'll back a pretty. I'll give props to San Jose because I was fading them for the first couple of weeks. They're entertaining. They got it
together pretty well.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. And the offense.
Celebrini looks real. I mean, look, our Connor Bedard under goals that we took is going to be dead.
It's fine, but Celebrini and Bedard have definitely lived up to the expectations so far this season. So there we go. We'll go with Eklund at plus money for his 2.5 shots. Moving on to your third play for the show. What do you like?
What did I have here? I had let's see. Oh, all right. Mikko Rantanen over 2.5 shots on goal. Let's see. I had some notes and I must have deleted them, but we can just kind of go through. He's been really good. He's just a beast in general. This Montreal team doesn't shoot and then gives up a lot of shots. He's over this in 4 of his last 5. His shot attempts have been pretty bonkers. 8, 6. He only had 3 against Nashville, but he didn't go over his line there. 12 against Seattle, who's a very good defensive team, and then 4 against Ottawa. Head-to-head, he had 7 shots, period, full stop in January against Montreal, and 3 against them in February. This is the first time he's played in the season, but he has done well against them. And on the road this year, he's over this in 3 of his last 5. So let's take him. And by the way, again, I like to look at positional splits. Right wings cooking Montreal right now. Everybody on LA 8. Everybody on Utah 8. It's everybody on New Jersey 8 against this team from a shot standpoint. So over 2.5, and that is minus 110.
Yeah, I like the play. I like the price, so I can get behind that as well. Moving on to my final prop, making good time on the
And
show.
Dallas needs to. Sorry, and Dallas is like Dallas has been better on the road than they have at home. But they need to go on a run here.
They do. The defense has really just not been what we were accustomed to seeing from that team.
Night.
So we did. But they won that game anyway, I believe. But the point
they just haven't looked.
No,
good.
The defense is very sloppy, and I know Ottinger is very good, but they are not doing them any favors so far with that team defense. Moving on to my final play, making good time on the show. I'm going to go with our boy so far in the season, defenseman, shooting extraordinaire, Jacob Chychrun. Going to take his over 2.5 shots at minus 125. He is absolutely incredible. If you're not aware of the Chychrun shot wagon, I'm going to try to introduce you to him right now because his shot totals have been outrageous. So he's had at least 3 shots on goal in 11 of the last 13. Once again, he's a defenseman. On top of that, he's had at least 6 shot attempts in 7 straight games. The man rips the puck every time he gets the puck. And for that reason, this number does feel very generous. Now, I understand that the Panthers do not allow many shots per game. They're second fewest in the league. But Chychrun has recorded 5 shots in 4 of the last 5 games. 5? I need 3. Like, he is absolutely peppering opposing goalies with shots. And when not, he's trying to. So based on the volume, based on the hit rate, and just in general, based on the shot usage with this team, I'll go with Chychrun over 2.5 shots. He's our guy. So give me Chychrun once again to go over. Chychrun over 2.5 shots as my third play for the show, minus 125. I know you co-sign because he's our guy, but anything else you want to add?
No, nothing else. I wish, guys, that I had a lot more for you all tonight. It's just
we're so limited
traveling.
Based on props.
We're just limited. So. We're traveling. Yeah, but things will get good. We'll be putting out some football and some things like that, even though that game tomorrow also looks pretty gross. So
yeah, definitely true. So either way, I'll ask you though, any miscellaneous stuff you want to mention?
Not really seeing much.
You could plug some football if you wanted to. We have some time.
So I had started looking at football for tomorrow. I do it a little bit later. One of the things.
For the record, by the way, it's Jets Patriots tomorrow.
Right. They don't give up a ton of. They don't give up a lot of yak, and they give up a pretty high number of catches, but they don't give up a lot of yards. Kind of liked Mac Hollins for like a longest catch, but his number's a little bit big because he just had like a 50-yarder last game. Mm-hmm. But let me take a quick look. I'll see if there's something that does jump out at me. We had our first not great, and if we hit a ladder, but that was just it was just hilarious that we
Dawson Knox.
The Dawson Knox ladder.
It helped that Kincaid got hurt, but it was a great game script for us anyway.
I mean, they gave him. He had 9 yards before that. He was,
I know.
He was doing right. Great. Let's see. All right. What about? I don't know, man. I feel like everybody. What is this? I feel like Kyle Williams. Everybody's going to be on. Maybe we fade him. I don't hate that.
Well, I
you know what I like. Okay, here's what I like. I'll take this. I think I want the Drake May under 19.5 completions. Let me just check one thing, because I recall the catchability rate actually. I recall it being low for the Jets, regardless of the things that they've done this season. Let's see, completion percentage on defense. They're holding teams to They have the 6th best completion percentage against teams. Let me see. Catchability is something I look at. So let me just see. Catchability. They have. Let's see. Yeah, they're doing real well. Let's do that. I like that one actually a lot. We'll do Drake May. Drake May under 19.5 completions. He's under this in 3 straight. He is under this in 3 straight. He is under this in both his games against the Jets, though they weren't same kind of game. He didn't play the entire games on either of them. This was last year. We can also just take a look at how he's been against the Jets type of defense. Yeah, he had 19 against Atlanta, 18 against Cleveland. This is a similar type of matchup and makeup of teams. Yeah, I like this play a lot, actually. So
I'll throw in a play that's actually an underdog, so you might have to pair it with something else, but it actually is going to be the Justin Fields passing yards. It's at 137.5 for the entire game. Give me the first quarter lower 22.5 passing yards at minus 119. Absolutely disgusting, but it's on underdog. Fields' numbers are so atrocious that you wouldn't believe it if I told you. So he's gone lower than this number in 4 straight games. Against Cleveland last week, he had 1 passing yard in the entire first quarter. 1. He's had less than 21 passing yards in the first quarter in 6 of his last 7. The one exception was Dallas, whose defense is historically bad. At the end of the day, the Jets don't want him to throw the damn ball. They want to run the ball early. He had 1 big play in the second half. It was a screen pass to Breece Hall. If you ignore that 1 screen pass he had 12 passing yards in the entire game against Cleveland. If you ignore the 1 check down screen pass, 12 yards in the entire game passing. Give me Justin Fields to do nothing through the air. Garrett Wilson's out for about a month again. But look, he might get the full game total in garbage time if the Patriots go up a ton and you see the Jets start throwing it around meaninglessly down double digits. First quarter, though, I'll ride the hot hand. Fields is going lower than this in 4 straight. So give me Fields lower, 22.5 passing yards in the first quarter. Take that for a D-Gen play. What do you think?
I love it. I think we're going to just, because it's late night, we can do whatever we want.
We could throw that into the underdog entry because we only have
I got some other football stuff then that I like on this one, because I started looking as I was looking at this, and I like that. Fields is just literally there just to breathe.
My concern's the garbage time, but the Jets call so many RPOs
in the first quarter. Yeah, but in the first quarter, that's not going to matter.
No, that's my point, is that I'm concerned the full game might open up for garbage time. But in the first quarter, they're just going to run the ball 80% of the time. So I'll go for Fields first quarter's fading. But I see a question from a Spida asking about Breece Hall, if he's worth using the downslide on his rushing yards.
I was just looking at this. I'd rather take his over on receiving than take his under on rushing.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I was just looking at it right now. Because Patriots give up a lot of receiving yards to the running back. And that's just kind of what he does. So I was looking at it actually for the first quarter, because he is, you could do an alt plus 228 for him to have 5 receiving yards in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it in 2 of his last 3. Half the games against these guys. Patriots haven't really done, but remember, it's a short week. So the Patriots are kind of doing a little bit of whatever. So, man, Breece Hall's receiving yards is really low. 14.5.
Yeah, once
that's
again,
really low.
It's basically correlated with the total yards for Fields, but they have no receivers anymore because Garrett Wilson got hurt. So he will be catching, or at least targeted, in multiple screen plays throughout the game.
He's plus 160 just to get a catch/yard, but this 5, it's plus 228.
It's a great price.
Yeah, dude. He had 0 against Cleveland, but 11 against Cincinnati. This is all first quarter. 11 against Cincinnati, 8 against Carolina. I don't know. I feel like we might want to put this in the underdog play as well.
Yeah, we can. Well, I'm fine.
Probably get a good reverse correlation.
Yeah, that could work out. But either way, we'll probably throw some football in there for underdog because we have 1 NBA game and a couple of hockey things, so we'll get creative with the entry. Anyway, anything else you want to add? Or should we just move on into the final section?
I'm just deciding if I want to take any Drake May. We can just move on to the final section.
All right, cool. Anyway, before we get into the best bets and the unrug entry, a reminder they're brought to you by our sponsor, Rhythm. So check them out for college football, the NFL, college basketball, and the NBA. I know Adam and I use them every day. They've been very good to us. So shout out to Rhythm over there. A reminder, if giveaways every week with cash prizes for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets from any model that you built, and you can win 1K. And a reminder, they have a nice promo code deal with us to get a discount. Use code SGPN25 when you download the app and get a quarter first month. Download Rhythm. Once again, promo code SGPN25 for quarter off first month. Download Rhythm. Once again, promo code SGPN25 for quarter off your first month. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finish going through our 3 props for Thursday. Time to move on into the best bets. Adam, what is your favorite play out of the 3 you gave out?
Probably Miko. You know what? Actually, let's go with Corey Perry. I'm not really a big fan of LA's been in better form, and
they couldn't have been in worse form because damn, they started the year off horribly.
Yeah, really. And we don't like Toronto so at all. So let's and if the LA scores, Corey Perry's part of it. So let's do Corey Perry point.
Yeah,
sorry,
I might
talking about Rhythm. I was just Rhythm cooked tonight on college basketball. We may have to really slide into them for a little bit because this is fantastic stuff. They were like 15-3 today.
For the record, I'm probably going to end up borrowing the Corey Perry play personally, but I might shop it half and half with point and power play point.
I mean, the thing is that I would what I would do because of how much just play the power play as like a to win a unit and do this one for a unit. Just,
I don't know if you have to do half
and half.
No, I meant I was going to divide it. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So I can get behind that too. But
you'll have to do it for me too because my ESPN is so limited and it's only on ESPN.
That's fine. I can do that. All good. All right, cool. For my best bet, I'm going to go with it's for the plus money. Give me Eklund at 2.5 at plus 116. I love Chychrun, but I do acknowledge that Florida does limit the shots pretty well. Eklund, though, is a good matchup, and it's plus money. He's had 3+ shots in 5 straight road games, and his attempts are solid. And the Flames, we know, stink. So give me Eklund over 2.5 shots at plus 116 as my best bet. Moving on to Underdog. We mentioned a couple of Thursday Night Football plays, so we can recycle those. I think the Justin Fields first quarter passing yards lower is hilarious at 20-something yards. I think that's pretty funny. You mentioned Breece Hall. Do we want to use both those?
Let me pull it up.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now. I'm in Tennessee. Do they have Underdog here? I think they do.
I think they do, actually.
What's okay, so we want Justin Fields.
First quarter was like 26.5 yards or something. So funny how low his passing yards
are. So low. Okay, it's 23.5 here. I don't even care.
Yeah, it was 22.5 most spots. So that's fine.
So lower?
Yeah, lower on that first quarter passing yards.
Okay. And then
you mentioned Breece Hall, which I'm fine with.
Breece Hall, I mean, we're going to get a crazy reverse correlation bump if we do his over a receiving yard.
That's fine. Once again, that could just be garbage time stuff, which is perfect. So that's fine.
Right. Well, it's not necessarily garbage time early, is it?
No, my point is that if they do nothing early in the game and go down a bunch, the second half's a bunch of checkdowns.
No. This is in the first quarter.
Oh, sorry, first quarter. Oh,
yeah. It'll give us a really. I mean, here I'll take it out so we're not hedging against ourselves. Okay.
My bad. I thought that was the full game. Sorry.
No. It's okay. Let's see. I think I like Diggs under. Diggs lower 4.5 reception. Here's what we'll do. Start it over. Justin Fields lower 23.5.
First quarter 22.5 passing yards.
Let's go to the NHL stuff.
Okay.
Let's go to our boy.
You want to do Chychrun because I didn't do it as my best bet.
I love Chychrun.
He's our guy.
He's really our guy. And then I liked Leo Carlson too.
Okay, let's take him.
He's been awesome as well.
Cool.
Talk about younger guys, dude. Leo Carlson for a point against the Red Wings.
Speaking of fun teams, by the way, that team's kind of nasty.
What, the Ducks?
They're good. They're fun.
All these young teams, man.
They're fun. They got energy. They can shoot. I mean, they're solid. It's not their fault they lost to Colorado and whatever, but still, they're a fun team.
It's fine. Leo Carlson, Quinville, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Leo Carlson, higher 0.5 points. Jacob Chychrun, higher 2.5 shots on goal. Justin Fields, lower 23.5 first quarter passing yards. 4.5 payout. Let's see if there's any boosts that we have. We have none, so that's fine.
That's fine. All right, cool. Anyway, it's going to wrap it up for the show. I'll be back in the morning for the NBA. If you're looking for Propcast in the morning, there is none. This was the show for the morning. Anyway, I'm going to let Adam sleep. You can find me on Twitter, Reichel Radio. You can find him on Twitter at Rosenberg. We'll be back again, of course, for the upcoming NFL week. So keep